Battery energy drink. Keeps you going.
Do you want to introduce yourselves to start?
I'm Lisa and I play drums in Darkest Era.
I'm David, bass player for Darkest Era.
Excellent. So tell us a bit about the band.
I'll let you handle this one, DJ.
Well,
I'm barely awake.
We've been playing together for about 5 or 6 years now, and we play, we call ourselves Celtic metal. It's very much influenced by bands like Thin Lizzy, old Irish sort of folk acts, and Iron Maiden,
Bathory side
yeah,
of things too.
And then sort of melting pot of that with maybe some more extreme metal influences creeping in there.
There are influences from all different kinds of music, definitely. I mean, those would be the sort of popular ones that everyone can agree they like. But, yeah, Sarah would listen to a lot of acoustic music. I listen to a lot of atmospheric, sort of strange stuff. And DJ's more into his sort of death and
Black metal,
yeah,
or Motown, depending on my mood on the day.
Crumb's a big Queen fan, so
That's nice.
maybe hear that in his vocals occasionally.
Variety. So in the writing process, is there any particular member that's got like the most input, or is it more a sort of group thing?
Generally, the writing process, Aid would have a riff for an idea, and he'd play it to the rest of us. We'll jam around with it and just discuss and try and come up with ways to improve it, and then work on building it up into a song from there collectively. But generally the initial idea would start with Aid, or sometimes Aid and Sarah working together.
Yeah, Crumb's had a few riffs and things like that as well. And occasionally it'll come to us with nearly a complete song, and we'll work on it some more, but usually we jam most of the riffs out. That's how I definitely prefer to do it.
You've got a nice, interesting sound. Are there any instruments that you'd really like to sort of use that you've never incorporated before?
I personally like, at the minute, keeping things just very typical, you know, and sticking to the sort of tried and tested.
Do you mean like traditional instruments or just anything?
Well, up to you.
I would like to steer away from that.
Yeah.
I think it's all been done so many times, and it all starts sounding the same after a while. I like what we're doing, and I like the number of members we have too. So there's nothing I can really think of.
No, I think it's kind of important to us all that we don't fall into the template of being one of the sort of more typical folk metal bands, where you've got, you know, 43 people on stage playing hurdy-gurdies.
Might have our own orchestra someday, but
But no, I think we're pretty happy sticking to the sort of two guitar, drums, bass, vocals.
You have 2 female members?
We do, yeah.
That's impressive, because hard to come by in this sort of scene.
People seem to think it's on purpose a lot of the time, but we were from a small town and limited for musicians. I was terrible when I joined the band, and it's just because there were a real lack of drummers around, so I'm lucky I got the job, really.
That's pretty cool. Do you ever find it's difficult being a female in a sort of male-dominated area of music?
It can be, but it definitely evens out, because if anything, it works to our advantage.
I'm not just
Free
saying this
drinks
because you're
and,
girls.
Oh yeah, there's some hilarious comments, like, you girls were alright, like.
It's a friend of ours, Keith Fay from Cruachan. The first night he had caught us live, he was absolutely blitzed and meant it genuinely, but was sitting talking to Lisa and Sarah, and I think every second line was, and I'm not just saying this because you're girls.
Yeah, and people tend to. I got a comment last night that said, "Oh, you're really good on drums," and I'm not sexist. Okay, well, none of what you said was sexist anyway, but thank you. I think.
So, how's the tour going so far?
It's
Going really well. Yeah, we're really enjoying it.
That's good.
With great bands and having lots of fun, drinking as much as we can afford.
I'm a little fragile today. I think
Yeah, you both look sparkling on it, I've got to say.
did a little too much drinking last night, recovering today. But it's been a really, really good experience for us. I mean, this is the first extended tour that we've done, and I think we've probably been a little spoiled with the guys we're touring with, and Stein, the tour manager, have all been so easy to work with.
It's been really good
looking
fun.
out for us.
The crowds have been really good generally as well. And playing nearly all sold out shows is amazing.
Yeah. How many dates have you played so far?
We've done 12
11
so far.
12?
Well, including today, 12.
Okay.
Any of them like stuck out as particularly good, or have they all been sort of?
Well, there was the Manchester show was Crum's birthday, and it was pretty special. We the guys from Claim the Throne brought a birthday pizza out on stage for him during the set,
and then we had cake sent out as well.
The
So
Alestorm
we got 2
guys
shocks.
brought cake out in horsehead masks. And there was balloons and everything all over the stage during it, so it was just
It's good fun.
good fun. And I think crowd-wise, last night in Leeds was probably the
They were
most
great.
sort of energetic and fun crowd to play to so far.
The most sweaty.
The room was a sort of wall of sweat at the door. You can literally feel like the wave of sweaty heat hitting you as you came through into the music hall.
So what's next for the band then?
Well, we're going to get straight back into writing when we get home. We've already started writing for the next album, but we have a lot more to do, and we intend on recording about September time. But other than that, just touring as much as we can, doing as many shows as we can.
There's going to be a vinyl release very soon. It's going to be the album and the Oak Sessions on a double LP, and I think High Roller are bringing that out. It should be released within the next sort of couple of months. So that's a big
really
vinyl
exciting.
collector.
That's
a big
cool.
thing for me.
Excellent. Thanks very much then.
Well, it's no problem.
Have a good show.
Welcome. Thank you.
Try.
Try.